Hello traders, welcome to the final forecast for the week. So it is Friday, it is now I believe 14:38 London time, so I'm trading until 5 p.m. London time, but after the afternoon on a Friday I'm usually sticking to only really high probability no-brainer textbook setups which currently are not forming on any pair. There was some potential on the dollar pairs to drop and I was looking to sell. I will go over that a bit later, but unfortunately all of the moves ended with a huge wick to the downside and a reversal to the upside. This is EU, so we have got a V reversal prior. We then got a range and we started dropping to the downside, but unfortunately it could not be sustained and we printed a huge wick to the downside, reversed up, and are now printing another V reversal right here. So for today I'm actually certain I will not be getting in any trades on EU. I'm expecting for the next week a V reversal, a range, push up, and then an uptrend to start. Overall price action, well, it's not looking that conducive. It's not looking like we're trending anywhere, but instead that we're just hovering around this particular level. So let's see what will happen. Again, maybe we will just be stuck inside of this larger range since we did get a huge wick to the downside and we're now forming a wick to the upside, so we will see what will happen. And the next pair is the euro and the Japanese yen. For this one, this actually looks to be trending to the upside, starting an uptrend. Prior to that we got this ascending structure right here, so we were just breaking the highs and retracing. As you can see, we broke the high, retraced, left a little wick, broke the high again, retraced, left double wicks, and then broke the high again, actually continued to the upside, and we're now getting a push up, but it's ending with a huge wick. So I don't think a opportunity will form in the next 2 hours. I just kind of am not seeing it. That would need to, so if maybe this has a clean close, we get a 1 candle pullback and we continue with another clean close, okay, then I will be in. So that would be kind of the only scenario that I would be interested in, to be honest. So 1 pullback candle and then a nice continuation with a clean close. I just don't expect that happening. It can happen. If it happens, I will be placing a pending order. Again, to repeat, I'm trading until 5 p.m. London time. That is my cutoff time. Let's see what will happen. Currently, we are printing a huge wick to the upside. On Monday, we will look to see if maybe we get... So I'm not trading until 8 a.m. London time on a Monday. So let's see if this maybe trends a bit more and then we get an entry to the upside with a nice break and retest, or we maybe get a flag. So this is looking good, and after an ascending structure on the euro pairs, price usually does continue with a nice impulse, so that is a common pair characteristic. If we start to ascend, of course, look for a reversal, then you know that the move has been exhausted. And if this just crashes on Monday, look for... Just a sec. If this decides to crash on a Monday, look for a range, look for a push down, and then a flag to go to the downside. So really simple stuff. What I'm expecting, to be honest, for next week is just for the price to range between the low and the high, and I'm waiting for the break of the low and the high. Then we can look for a nice trade after the breaks. Of course, the best scenario would be for this momentum up to continue and to show us an entry for the next week. So now this is AU, Aussie US dollar. We have actually broken this most recent high, left a huge wick. I was in a trade right here. I did talk about it yesterday. On the trade recap, was a losing trade. Overall price action is range bound, and now this minor price action is also range bound. We printed a huge wick down, printing currently a huge wick up, just broke this most recent high and retraced. I am expecting a larger range in this area right here. like this, definitely expecting a larger range. So let's see if that larger range will happen. To be honest, what I need to see for a trade, especially on the Monday and a Tuesday, is a nice uptrend, nice established uptrend with some clean closes, or a nice established downtrend with a flag or a clean close and then a break and retest. So just a large impulse up or a large impulse down. Everything else is kind of stuck in a range. Of course, this is not looking that good, this overall structure. We didn't manage to break out of it this week, so let's see if next week maybe there is a bit more movement. Then we come to the Aussie and the Japanese yen right here. So the Aussie and the Japanese yen, let's see, we have just broken this high right now. Let me see what just happened. So we have gotten a huge move on the Japanese pairs. Looks like the Japanese pairs are now moving. But to be honest, this is not showing me any potential. I'm not definitely placing any orders right here. This is just showing me like we went up, we went down with the same sort of momentum, we ranged and then just went up with also some large momentum. So it signals to me indecisiveness. Overall price was range bound, but maybe this will start a nice uptrend. We shall see. We shall see about the uptrend. Let's look maybe on a Monday for this to give us a flag or a break and retest further up. So for it to trend a bit more, give us a few more candles to the upside. Currently, I just don't see this giving us an entry. Again, price is kind of erratic and volatile, just moving to the upside, moving to the downside, and reversing every time. What you're looking for is you're looking for consecutive candles up or consecutive candles down. That is what you're looking for. So this is GU, and I was definitely interested in getting a potential setup right here. It was looking good. Actually, the candle was printing a nice clean close at one point. So it was looking good for a large impulse, small pullback, and then a break and retest. Unfortunately, how the candle ended up looking was it printed a huge wick to a downside and completely negated the setup. That is exactly the reason why we wait for the close of the candle for the top of the hour, because this happens. We usually don't get the setup and we print the wick, and now the price is reversing to the upside. So yeah, I was looking for a break and retest. That's the only potential setup I am looking for on the pound. And now a reversal is forming. Your entry would be right here for a reversal, but I don't trade that sort of a setup on GU. I only trade a large impulse and then a break and retest to the upside, or the same thing to the downside, so a break and retest with a small pullback and a clean close. That's about it for GU. Nothing really to see here. It's moving down, but correctively. It's definitely descending. Definitely in a descending structure. So for the next week, I am seeing if maybe this descending will give price the fuel it needs to actually start moving to the upside, especially since we have gotten sort of a smaller descending in this larger overall descending. As you can see, we broke and retraced, left a huge wick, and are now probably going to start an uptrend. So for next week, the highest probability setup would be a break and retest to the upside. Moving on to NJ, again, Japanese pairs look to be moving, and this pair looks exactly the same as the Aussie Japanese yen. So volatility and not good price action. We have this V reversal, then we ranged around. Now we are continuing up. But again, we got just one candle. That one candle doesn't confirm anything. What we're looking for is we're looking for consecutive candles. And this price action is not looking like anything good. So it is coming from bad price action. It's just a one candle impulse. That means I'm definitely not looking for any trades at this point. What I'm looking for is I'm looking for it to push up a bit more on Monday. And then looking for maybe an uptrend to start on the Japanese pairs, so that we can get in on a nice long trade. Or if it just reverses, I'm expecting it to give us more of a range in this general area. where it has been ranging prior, so not really looking for anything if it reverses, but I am being patient. Maybe this will start an uptrend. So that's it for this week for the forecast. See you guys on Monday and take care.